Test, test.
Hello, you beautiful people. I'm Jaden Woods, and I'll be your PC3 Media play-by-play commentator, color commentator. And I'm here with Jack Riley, my good friend, and your play-by-play color commentator. Today we're watching an enticing matchup between the 1-2 Valparaiso Vikings and the 1-2 Lowell Red Devils. Both of these teams have shown that they can be forces in their respective conferences, but right now both of them are sitting at a lowly 1-2 record. Jack, what do we want to see from Valpo tonight?
Well, Jaden, let me just say I, as a Valpo resident, am excited to be doing yet another Valpo game. Tonight, we're going to need to see Jack Smiley ball out against a defense that's just been crafted to shut him down. Averaging 29 points and 6 assists, it will be far from an easy task for this Lowell team. And the Valpo team has also shown us in the past that they can really shoot the ball. Most of their players sitting at over 50% field goal percentage is truly just showing that the proof is in the pudding. With 4 players averaging more than 8 points a game and one of them averaging more than 20, this Valpo team is an offensive force. Plus, we've seen that Valpo is an academic weapon, but they can be an offensive weapon here tonight and prove their dominance. On the other hand, Lowell seems to have a more defensive-based game. And with that being said, what do we need to see from Lowell, Jaden?
Well, Jack, I mean, we're going to need to see them do as they say and collapse their defense against Jack Smiley. One of their star players, Ellenbaum, has shown that he can be a huge problem for this Valpo team late in the stretch, averaging almost 15 a game. They also have another consistent performer in Veman, who I'm very excited to see play. We saw him take a huge leap this year, leading the team in offense by a pretty small margin, but, I mean, nonetheless, he's still leading this team. Lowell also blows Valpo out of the water when it comes to defense, averaging a significant amount of steals above Valpo. They'll need to keep up that quick-paced offense that we've seen in the past and really just wear down this opposing Viking team. As we know, most things are easier said than done, so we'll see if they can take down this tough opponent. But, I mean, I got a chance to talk with Lowell's head coach earlier today and yesterday, and he seems really good at his job. And obviously, he taught alongside the old director for PC3 Media last year, and Jennings, of course, our radio director this year. But
alumni.
I think it's it's an enticing matchup here between PC3 Media and Lowell, of course. No, but I'm honestly very excited for this because. I mean, I'm a Valpo resident as well. We're both Valpo residents.
So am I.
Yeah. I mean, I've yet to actually watch Valpo basketball game. I mean, we've been so busy with school.
I can say the same
proving
thing.
that we're academic weapons, right?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like this Lowell team, they've had a program that's struggled in the past a bit, but they seem to be on the uptrend with coaches that have trust in their players and just, if they lose a game, they want it to be a learning experience instead of a punishment, you know? And I think that's a great thing.
I mean, that's a big thing with Valpo basketball, too. It's like, of course, when I used to play, I'm going to keep referencing that because I did play basketball. But when I used to play, I did play for Valpo, and a lot of the times it wasn't necessarily a punishment if we lost. We weren't punished for losing. We were punished for, not necessarily punished. We had to run, or we had to really drill and practice on the things that we messed up poorly, like maybe if we had too many turnovers or if we were just shooting horrible from the line, which, of course, is pretty uncommon for Valpo because we're a free throw shooting school.
A juggernaut, if you will.
Yeah, if you will, yeah. I mean, we've got some offensive weapons here, but I think everyone's most excited to see Jack Smiley. I think he's really, he's already taken kind of a leap, but I think he's really going to take a leap after Mason Jones leaving last year, who has been he's been in newspapers, he's been on NWI Times, he's been on pretty much everything that you can imagine in terms of Northwest Indiana basketball, but, and you know what, I do kind of miss seeing him jerseyed up, but Ethan, I don't think you ever had the chance to see him mic'd up, but Ethan, how are you feeling tonight?
Well, first off, Jaden, it feels great that I'm finally here with you two once again. I mean, we got a game in store for tonight. I mean, both these teams are hungry for their second win of the season. So what it's really going to come down to is consistency from both sides of the ball. You know, Valparaiso is obviously the better offensive team, but Lowell's not bad on defense either. When it's, like I said, it's going to go down to consistency and who can get the ball down the court quicker. Got to play quick ball as well. Also, a little fun fact about Lowell is in fourth quarters, they kind of just don't show up. They've only averaged 4 points when it comes to that fourth quarter. So that fourth quarter, this game, if they can keep it a game, that fourth quarter, they need to stay consistent, and they got to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah. Thank you, Ethan. That's actually a really interesting fact. I never would have thought to even check that, but I mean, in football, it really means a lot how many points you can score late in the game, because I mean, if you get wrapped up, you're just pretty much done for. You're cooked chicken, as they say.
Yeah, definitely.
In basketball, that's a good point. Actually, Lowell's going to need to. They're going to need to make sure Valpo doesn't outscore them. But I mean, we were watching that JV game before this, and they kind of got destroyed. I mean, the game was. I'm pretty sure the score was around 50-25, which is similar to the game we saw last week with Couts.
Yeah.
Not Couts. I'm blanking. Regardless, similar to the game we covered last week, which was very exciting. 2 games. I'll tell you what, my mouth was a little dry, but a little bit dry after that.
Yeah.
A lot of talking.
Good games, though. 2 good competitive games. And I'm hoping to see that here tonight. We're talking about Lowell being a defensive team trying to stop Smiley. There's a way to do that, but they want to really avoid fouling themselves out of a game, just giving them free throw after free throw, trying to stop the star player Smiley. And speaking of which, like you mentioned earlier, Mason Jones leaving has been a bit of side pain for this Valpo program. Yeah, but year after year we've seen Smiley. He's started varsity as a freshman.
Yeah, as a freshman.
So his confidence has been going up
year after
year.
He's the man. I know we were talking about this before the game, both being Valpo residents. I mean, you used to hear tales about Jack Smiley.
Yeah.
You'd go to the YMCA, you'd lace up your crappy little Vans, go out and play some ball, and people would be like, hey, man, Jack Smiley's coming in. I wouldn't play basketball if I were you.
Yeah.
I just quit, like, while you're ahead, while you still got your ego on your shoulders. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of players that I recognize. Of course, when we're doing football, you can't really see their faces, but a lot of these people, I'm seeing them around the halls. I'm seeing them walking around. It's kind of weird to see them in jerseys now, and we're on the far side from Valpo, well, from where they'll be playing initially. So, well, we are, not you guys, but, I mean,
we got a pretty packed gym tonight.
It's so loud in here.
Yeah, Viking.
It's very, very loud.
Lots of Viking supporters here. We got a good student section. I believe it's pajama day, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, every day is pajama day for me.
Yeah. I mean, rather be comfortable than uncomfortable, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? It gets pretty hot sometimes, right? You dress up.
My goodness.
You dress up hoping for winter weather, and then it's like 100 degrees in here.
Yeah, it's 38 degrees outside in the morning, and you get in there, and they have it up to 70.
Keep it open.
Yeah, I mean, I only have one classroom that has like the actual built-in air conditioners. I remember going to elementary school; they had them in everywhere. It was freezing all the time. But it's probably because we were always running around. It was freezing out there, but I mean, I'm still very excited. Regardless, I mean, I don't think I can reiterate that enough. But I would say something that I'm worried about for Lowell is that Ethan mentioned is that they don't average very many points in the fourth quarter, and I think that's because of such a tiny roster that they have.
Yeah, not many guys
to Valpo,
here.
I have about 15 people listed for Valpo and only 7 for
Lowell. That obviously will make your teams tired if you're playing the same group of people every time, you know?
Get them rubber legs.
Yeah,
late in the game.
Exactly.
All right, well, we're going to listen to the national anthem by the Valpo Marching Band, and we'll bring it right back to you after that.
with these both. Always a beautiful song, Jaden. Never fails to make you feel patriotic, you know?
I mean, that's how you know you're at a sports game.
Oh, yeah.
You hear that national anthem playing at the start of the game, and you just know you're about to watch some good sports.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting ready to see the starting lineups.
Yep. Both teams seem to have the same run out, a big lane filled with players.
Of course, the classic.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
We're going to start off with the players from Lowell. Number 3, Brandon Cox. Number 12, Ezra Ellenbaum. Brody Carter, number 21. Jacob Veman, who we saw earlier, number 23. Or, excuse me, 24. No, 23.
I'll do Valpo.
Not 24. Oh, man, it's getting dark in here.
Man, dude.
Oh, it's getting severe.
We got the effects here today.
Oh, is that our trailer? No, it's not. Oh, it's getting hype in here.
Good video.
Oh, it's a beautiful video. I know pretty much all those people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you ripped the basket off the thing?
Oh, man. How did you do that? How did you do that?
Strong, man.
That's like Shaq. That's Alec.
Oh,
Alec Platypodis right there.
tough dunk.
Oh, man. This is exactly what you see when you load up a 2K game.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you're sitting on the home screen too long and the demo starts playing.
Yep.
Zillion Stokes, Jaden Adams.
The cheerleaders need to be included, too.
Oh, yeah.
Need to include the cheerleaders. They're part of the game,
Well,
too.
of course, yeah. I would say they're the biggest part of the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know when you're in halftime? Always hanging on there. Jack Smiley, Mr. Jack Smiley.
Oh, we got Coach, too. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tom.
All right. Without further ado, let's get into these starters for Valpo. Starting off, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Jack Smiley. Number 0. Number 3, Philip Amons.
I know that guy.
Number 13, Caden Kroll. Number 14, Jaden Adams. And to round it off, we have number 35, the tall man, Alec Platypodis.
Alec Platypodis. And I had swim class with him in freshman year, and I'll tell you what, he was the only guy who could touch the bottom of the pool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's built to be a swimmer.
Yeah, he's got that. I believe he's 6'6". He's listed as 6'5", but I feel, he's listed as 6'8". Excuse me. Wow. He is, yeah.
Jack Smiley having a talk with his coach. Maybe saying something along the lines of, this team's going to double team you every chance they get. Yeah.
They want to slow you down, and he knows that. And
Yeah.
I bet. And look at the height difference.
Yeah, the height.
For the tip-off. Yeah, Alex got about a foot on him.
If I was Ellenbaum, I would just run back and
I
get on
would
defense.
Just plan on getting on defense, or I don't even know. Unless he's got a 30-inch vertical, unless he's shading sharp out here, I don't think much is going to change.
Yeah. And let's go. Ball up. And Valpo wins it. Caden Kroll out to Adams. Adams with the dish. Oh, just a missed dunk right there. What a play to start off.
What a play by Jack Smiley, though. Or excuse me, not Jack Smiley. That's going to be Philip Amons. Smacks the ball right out of there, and they're going to get the ball back because of that. Amons, excuse me.
Caden Kroll with the inbound. Passes off to Smiley.
Show us what you can do.
Seems to be man-to-man defense.
Oh, they're playing aggressive.
Jaden Adams out on the right shoulder.
They
Pass out to Alec.
Oh, I was going to say they want to abuse that matchup.
Jack Smiley being double teamed. Has nothing. The ball is stolen. Carried out by Veman. Veman calling his plays, looking for someone. Gets it off to Cox. Cox pointed out. Looking for a screen, maybe. Nope.
They really want to run that ball through Veman.
Back to Veman. Veman dishes it out to Gishovich.
Driving in.
Carter with a pass, and it's tipped off Adams. Good defense there from Adams. He read that thing all the way.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, maybe they'll make me eat my words when I said that Lowell's a much better defender, but
Looking for an oop. And Lowell has the first points of the game.
Great alley-oop. I believe Carter getting those first points.
Smiley and Adams playing some catch. Adams dribbling the ball up the left side. Oh, good pass. Amons up.
Ooh.
Foul and one. Tough bucket from Amons.
And he looks over, and this Valpo team is just so much bigger. And you know what he says, get big. And he's just going to body him in the paint, and that's exactly what they're going to teach you. That's fundamentals right there.
Oh, absolutely.
That's Tim Duncan.
I have him for journalism, too. Good guy. Good guy. Tries his
Amons?
hardest. Yeah.
Amons? Oh, yeah. I had him in social studies.
The third free throw is no good, but Amons gets the rebound, and it's a jump ball.
Bang, still.
Yeah.
Ices the three.
And it will be low possession.
Jaden Adams playing up on defense.
Carter to inbound the ball to Cox. Adams putting some pressure on Cox with a screen. Cox using all his tricks.
Almost a tip pass.
Yeah. Carter dribbling it down, gets trapped.
Good pick.
Platypodis with the steal. Fast break opportunity and a layup from Kroll. Good teamwork there.
The big man looking like Jokic,
Yes,
ripping
sir.
the ball and then just hitting a dime to Caden Kroll.
Absolutely. Good offense from both teams we've seen so far.
Oh, yeah. This is exactly what we expected to see. Amon's playing beautiful defense.
Good
another pick.
Yet another steal from Adams. Adam with fast break. Is he going to he finds Kroll again.
Oh, man.
And a foul
Yes,
is
they're gonna call
called.
a foul. I believe the steal is going to be credited to Jack Smiley tipping the pass as they went for the cut. We've already seen them go for that baseline cut just a couple too many times, and Valpo's not going to let that slide. They're going to.
No. Hasn't worked, and they've gotten points out of both steals.
And, well, they haven't gotten points yet, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah. First free throw's good.
Caden Kroll with his third points of the night and getting the Vikings to 5 already in under 2 minutes of playtime.
This is what you like to see.
Yeah, high-octane basketball.
Kroll goes for 2 for 2. It is 6-2 Vikings.
Beautiful offensive play and a great job to draw the foul by Caden Kroll. Good body control.
Carter with the inbound. Adams again pestering him, not letting it get off easy.
Oh, man. Keeping pace, too.
Yeah. Cox is following. He's trying to any way he can to get away from him.
Running a man.
Oh, another. Grishowicz is looking for someone. Good pass.
Wow.
And it's blocked by Platypodis.
Rebound to Amons.
Amons. Good pass to Smiley. Smiley dribbling it in. Turns it over to Cox. Cox with a fast break. Is he going to pass it? He will.
Wow.
And it's turned over again. That's 3 in a row.
That was a beautiful find, but just a little bit of butterfingers early on.
Yeah. Someone made the ball greasy, I
that's a
guess.
bucket.
3-pointer for Adams, no good. Rebound by Platypodis, it's blocked. Rebound by Amons. Giant scramble here, and it's finally rebound by the Red Devils. Grishowicz dribbling it up. Finding Carter. Carter getting past Platypodis.
Oh, almost thought about it. Blocked.
Ellenbaum blocked again by Platypodis. He is out there being
Jack
a defensive
Smiley.
juggernaut.
Smiley with a quick block, his first of the game.
Dribbles a mid-range shot. It misses everything, and Amons with the rebound. Maybe they want to slow it down a little bit. Doesn't look like it. They're putting the pressure
right
again.
now. Oh,
Tough layup from Smiley, making it look easy out there, and a timeout is called by Lowell.
And he just looks so smooth. He reminds me of young Kyrie Irving. Notice.
Oh, maybe
Just-
Kyrie Irving, Jack Smiley?
Yeah. Well, I mean, who's Jack Smiley, or who's Kyrie Irving without Jack Smiley?
No idea. No idea.
What a beautiful, what a beautiful drive by Jack Smiley. And we've seen, you know what? They kind of made me eat my words. 8-2 here. Vikings Red Devils with 4:35 left. But I will say the Vikings have already made me eat my words by saying Lowell's a better defensive team. They already have 2 blocks, 2 picks. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they're. Oh man, maybe I missed something on my scouting report, but I must have because this. Wow.
Lowell just needs to calm it down. I've seen they've gotten good possessions out, but it seems like they've just been turning over the ball possession after possession. And I'm fairly sure that's what the coach is saying in their timeout, saying it's beneficial if they wouldn't throw it straight at the tallest player on the team,
Right.
straight as arms, you know. But
2 substitutions and Julian Stokes coming in, as well as KJ Avery, who's been averaging decent for them. He averaged a little over 8 points earlier on.
Veman dribbling up the ball, hits it out to Cox. Cox to Grishowicz. Three-pointer is up. No good. Rebound by, who is it? It will stay low ball. It was tipped from Stokes to Platypodis, I believe.
Yeah.
Bit of miscommunication there.
Fighting over the ball, but unluckily for Valpo, just no luck on the call.
Grzovic inbound the ball to Cox. Back to Grzovic. Three-pointer's up. No good. And Smiley is going to, no, he's going to rebound it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to end up letting it run out of bounds.
Smiley dribbling up the court. Looking for someone. Dribbles it down.
My goodness.
Three-pointer's out. Three-pointer's up. No good. And rebound by Grzovic.
Shot is no good by Trenton Kimes.
Grzovic dribbling it up. Puts his back. Good steal opportunity for Platypodis there.
He almost picked it off.
Out to Cox. Cox dribbling up the paint. Stutters a bit. And misses the entire rim.
Wow. Not what I expected at all right there. Driving the ball up.
Avery to Smiley. Smiley with the fake and the layup. And it's good. These Vikings are on a run right now.
Already 4 points for Smiley. 4 points for another one of the Vikings as well. Just great offense.
Kimes is out there trying to make a name for himself. I think he's a junior if my calculations are correct. So just trying to make it for himself. Grzovic misses everything with his three-pointer. And Kimes with the rebound. Out to Smiley.
Really slow.
Smiley with the crossover. Didn't take the three. Decided to be unselfish and finds Avery, whose layup is no good. Stokes with the tip-in, no good either. And it's rebounded by the Devils. Cox dribbling it up. Almost had a blunder there.
Yeah, almost. I thought they were going to call a double dribble.
Grzovic out to Cox. Tipped pass. Trying to find anyone to help him out. Dribbles it up the paint.
Yeah.
It's interesting seeing him trying to dribble up the paint because Cox is not one of the taller guys on the court, is he, Jaden?
He's one of the smaller guys on the court, but he's really sorry, I just noticed some people on the other side of the court holding up the cutout cardboard heads.
Oh, yeah, the coach?
Yep, the coach, yeah.
I do it. And brand new coach this year, taking the place of Kuhlman, who was the coach for a good amount of time and had some success, but I say the time had to end for him.
Eventually, yeah, all good things do come to an end.
Smiley dribbling up the paint, hits it out to Kimes. Kimes with a three-pointer. Oh, misses everything. Almost tipped back in. It's a dude perfect type shot. Avery with the three-pointer, and it is no good. Valpo struggling from behind the arc.
Michael Ridley looking to check in, but I don't think he will yet. Foul will be on Trent Kimes. I believe it was an over-the-back foul, but getting subbed out after that. A little bit of a miscue. Michael Ridley coming in, number 4. 10-2 here, only 2:30 left in the first quarter. Game's been going by pretty quickly.
Graham and Vasco subbing for the Red Devils, and Ridley and Keene subbing for the Vikings.
We're going to hear a lot of the same names for Lowell. Big shot.
Grzovic with a three, no good, misses everything. Both teams are struggling from behind the arc.
Veman was shooting well earlier, but
Smiley decides to pull up, and it's good. Who else other than Jack Smiley?
nothing but net and a little bit of rim. 7 points for Jack Smiley so far.
It is 13-2 Vikings. The Red Devils need to do something to get back into this game.
Wow.
Good layup there, but no good.
I thought that was a Michael Jordan out there.
Rebound by Keene. Smiley, will he pull up again? Good crossover move. Good pass to Ridley. And Ridley with the layup. Another assist from Smiley, making it look easy out there.
Textbook fundamentals. Wow. And they keep falling for that fake out. He's got a beautiful hesitation.
Oh, yeah. Veman dribbling it down. Three-pointer is no good.
Oh,
and the foul bodies are on the floor.
Yeah, I believe the foul's going to be on number 34, Isaiah Keene. 6'7", just barely not the tallest player on the team, will be subbed out for Caden Kroll. Philip Ramones coming in as well for Julian Stokes.
Not a very long break from Amons and Kroll.
No, yeah. Valpo likes to keep their players nice and fresh, whereas Lowell likes to make sure they got their best players on the court at all times.
It is off the foot of Graham, and yet another turnover for the Red Devils.
Yeah, not great offense so far for them. Still only 2 points, 15-2.
Not all. Smiley dribbling up the court. Tries a crossover move again. Ridley gets it. Fake. Out to Amons. Amons doesn't take the mid-range shot, decides to fake it. Goes in the paint and did everything but got the basket.
Man, unfortunate.
Grzovic out to Vasco. Vasco decides to fake it. Hits it out to Carey. Good spin move.
Oh, man.
Beautiful spin move and layup from Grzovic.
Like you said, beautiful. Grzovic getting his, I believe, his first buckets. Oh, my goodness.
Jack Smiley with the mid-range shot. It is no good, but Avery with the rebound. Fakes it. No good. Layup is not good, but he rebounds his own shot again, and the foul is called.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a reach-in foul on Valpo. So ball. Oh, I'm sorry. Reach-in foul on Lowell.
No worries.
Number 5. Valpo will keep the ball. So we see yet another substitution for Valpo. Trenton Kimes coming in for Jack Smiley, giving him a little bit of a rest with a little bit less than a minute left.
I bet his back is hurting from carrying that team, man.
9 points, yeah, or 7.
Making it look easy out there. Amons gets the ball in the inbound. Avery on the left shoulder. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. Goes in the paint. Out to Kroll. Kroll with the fake. Hits it out to Kimes. Kimes dribble in the paint.
Beautiful.
Good Euro step from Kimes. Beautiful teamwork by the Vikings.
And I love seeing those Euro steps. They're so pretty, and so glad that's finally a popularized move.
Grisovich with the ball. We have less than 15 seconds left. Let's see if the Red Devils decide to have the last shot.
Maybe they can put it within 11. Maybe
Graham
10.
dribbles down the paint. Amons just tries to hit it. And it's Valpo ball. Amons with a very good steal attempt that resulted in a turnover from the Devils.
I mean, Graham just bumps into the ref behind him, and that's pretty much going to immediately make the ball go the other way.
We have less than 5 seconds here. Let's see if they want to get a last-minute shot. They roll the ball to not waste time. Avery up. The team is counting down. Kimes with the three-point, and nothing.
Yeah, good defense, though, to make sure they didn't run that score up a little bit. I mean, very high-octane quarter so far, 17-4 at the end of the first quarter. But, I mean, how are you feeling about this game so far?
I mean,
what else can you really say? This is an exceptional game for the Vikings thus far, and I'm very surprised that the Vikings.
Hey, my friend's a little hungry.
I can help you with that.
and we are back. Almost a perfect first quarter from the Vikings.
Yeah,
There.
I mean, just great basketball. But real quick, I want to get a little bit of, I want to let Ethan finish what he was saying, get a little bit more analysis from him.
I mean, like I said, Valparaiso's defense is on a whole nother level right now. And like I said, I'm surprised this isn't like a 30-point game right now, because Valparaiso, had they made a couple more of their buckets, yeah, we'd probably be looking at a blowout at this point. But the Lowell's defense is kind of keeping them in this game right now, but Lowell's offense has got to step it up here in the second quarter if they want a chance.
You're absolutely right. Thank you, Ethan.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan's a smart guy. He knows what he's talking about basketball. I'm sure he's ecstatic about how the Pacers have been performing, beating the Milwaukee Bucks last night,
Yeah.
I believe last night. And I mean, you're never going to expect to see that Dame, Giannis on the same team, and they're losing to Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, Halliburton keeping up his MVP campaign for this year.
Yeah, you know, personally, maybe I'll vote for him. Maybe I'll vote for him. I
Maybe.
don't know if do I have to register or something. All right, let's get right back into basketball. Jaden Adams with the
Jaden.
ball at the top of the key.
Hits it out to Smiley. Smiley, just stutter step.
Oh, my goodness.
And a teardrop shot, and it's good.
They're just going to keep falling for it. And
My-
if they keep doing it, he's going to keep letting it happen.
Making it look easy once again,
Almost in double digits already for Jack Smiley. Just beautiful basketball.
for sure. Summers with the ball. Hits it out to Graham. Summers back with the ball in the three-point shot. It is no good. Rims out, but Cox gets the rebound.
And I thought that was going in.
So did I.
Vasco looking to do something.
Looking for anything. Cox with the three-point on the opposite side. Rebounded by Platypodis.
Oh,
Gets pestered there by Summers, but to no avail.
Smiley. He's got kind of that Luka Doncic play. Show us what you can do.
He's got the hot hand out to Amons. Good pass from Adams, but it didn't get there. Turned over, and there's a fast break from Cox. He makes Adams fall, but he does not. I didn't see that.
You know what?
I'm just pretending like I didn't see it.
Okay, hold on. He didn't get crossed up. I'll give
No,
him that.
no, he did not.
He went for the charge, and beautiful offense, honestly, by Cox to make sure he didn't actually run into Adams and avoiding that call at all costs.
Vasco with the inbound to Graham. Graham dribbling in.
Oh,
Bit of a stomp there,
yeah, he really.
being double teamed. Amons hits it out to Smiley. Smiley to Adams. And
Oh,
Adams
travel.
gets dunked for traveling.
Yeah, I guess he just took a couple steps before he actually dribbled the ball on accident. Most likely just slowing himself down.
Like I
I
said,
think you're right, by the way. It's definitely pajama day. I see some girls in onesies.
Oh, yeah.
Some dudes, a lot of guys in plaid pajama pants. I don't have any plaid pajama pants.
a pretty good-sized student section.
Oh, yeah.
Summers with the ball. Gets it out to Vasco. Vasco to Cox. Cox to Carey. Carey with a good fake on Kroll.
He faked me out, too.
Yeah, he did. Graham,
Oh, picked up the ball too early.
yeah, looking for anyone. To Cox. Cox
Big
out to...
shot.
Good, and it's good. The three-pointer is good from Wall. Exactly what they needed.
Absolutely beautiful shot. Finally getting another bucket.
Let's see if the Vikings can respond back. Kroll out to Smiley at the top of the key. Smiley getting poked away by Cox. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, not yet. He's really had a good handle on the ball.
Smiley with a cross-court.
Oh, my goodness.
Good mid-range shot by Kroll.
His 6th of the night already taken off.
Valpo is shooting the lights out. Cox thought about the three-pointer, didn't take it though. Graham with a good layup, did not get it though.
He's going to get called for an over the back every single time for that. Even if he's a foot taller, he's always going to get called for that.
Especially if he's a foot taller, I would say. It's much easier to see it, you know?
Yeah, it was good defense up until that point, but 2 more substitutions coming in for Lowell. Number 12 and number 23, Veman, excuse me, checking in as well as Ellenbaum, 2 of their better scorers. Or not Ellenbaum, excuse me, Graham.
Vasco inbounding the ball. The Vikings are doing a man-to-man defense. Amons almost tips it out of the hands.
Ooh, almost thought about the shot.
That three-pointer is up, and it's good. Another three-pointer for the Red Devils. Starting to get a little bit hot. Let's see if they can claw their way back in this game. But maybe the Vikings have something to say about it. Good fake from Adams to Amons. Thinks about taking the mid-range shot, doesn't do it. Smiley into the paint.
Oh, just a little bit of a miscommunication.
But wasn't able to get out. Kroll saves it, and it's tipped out from the Devils. Almost hits his noggin on the hard wood.
Oh, yeah, thankfully saved by his back, but is that really much better? I mean,
no.
Wow. I mean, still though, it's been a great first half so far, and I was going to mention something, but fortunately it's slipping my mind.
We're seeing some good
I was going to say Veman finally picking up some good points after coming into this game expecting to be probably the #1 scorer.
For sure. We're seeing some good energy from the Red Devils after the second quarter.
Yeah, red hot fire on them Red Devils.
Crossover move out to Caden Kroll for the 3, no good. Rebounded by Cox. Cox dribbling up, let's see what he does. Decides to hold it back, and it's Valpo's ball. Good steal from Amons, continuing to be an absolute menace on the defensive side of the ball.
I mean, just tips it a little bit, just enough to where Cox thinks he can grab it again. And, I mean, he touches it, and it's straight to Valpo.
Amons inbounds the ball out to Adams. Adams is trying to take a slower play call this time.
Yeah, a little bit of a slower approach than Smiley. Big 3!
Three-pointers up, and it's good!
Unbelievable. Pulling from NBA range.
What more is there to say? He's just the man.
Ethan's a little excited about that one.
Ethan's Jack Smiley's #1 fan.
Oh, yeah. That was an Ethan-type play.
Tipped out. Interesting foul call. The student section will not like that.
Yeah, they're not going to like that call. I don't think I like that call either, but...
No. I say you let him play. Kimes and Avery subbing in for Kroll and Adams.
Avery's been a big... he hit a beautiful floater early on, but other than that, hasn't had too much impact, but I'm sure he's trying to make a name for him, like you mentioned earlier.
Veman with the ball.
Oh, man.
It's out to Vasco. Veman to Cox. Cox with the three-pointer. No good. Gets stuck in the wedge.
Yeah, he's putting his head down after that one and starting to get disappointed with himself.
Smiley at the top of the key. Thought about a three-pointer, didn't take it. Fake.
Oh.
Just rims right out.
I thought that was going in.
If that went in, I think this house would have about fallen down from how hot he is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, already he has 12 points, and we're not even into the second half of the game. We still have half of a quarter. And, I mean, do you think he breaks 30 tonight? With how it's going so far, he's on track.
I would say so.
If he gets 3 more points this quarter, he's already on track to hit. KJ Avery hitting his first free throw of the game and his 3rd point of tonight. Or his first point.
21 Carter subs in for the Red Devils. Avery with his 2nd shot.
Student section getting real quiet.
And it's good.
2 for 2. They've shot beautifully from the free throw line. And like you mentioned, free throw juggernaut.
Oh, yeah. Foul shots. Cox dribbling up the ball. Finds Grusovsky. Carter with the ball. Trying to get past the massive Platypodus. And falls out of bounds and turns it over to Amons. No foul call. His coaches do not like that decision. But Amons with the fast break hits it out to Smiley. Smiley looking for some help. Will he take the shot?
Oh,
No,
I thought he was going to
pull
pull
it out
it.
to Amons. A bit of a funky pass there, and Amons does all he can to get the ball, but turns it over. Ellenbaum with the fast break and misses the layup, does everything but makes the shot.
Another block.
Triple teamed, and he is on the ground, slow to get up.
Yeah, he's all right, though. Gets up right after that. Veman.
Good man.
Look, yeah, it looks like he just got hit in the face a little bit, but he'll be all right. No injuries, no serious injuries, thankfully, as I believe there was another foul on the other side of the court. Either that or it's an injury timeout, but regardless, ball's going to stay Valparaiso on their side of the court. Michael Ridley and Julian Stokes checking in for Alec Platypodus and Philip Amons, excuse me.
We've seen some, like I said earlier, some resurgence from the Red Devils, but now Valpo seems to be in control of the game again.
Yeah, 16 points in the lead and still about half a quarter to go.
Avery with the ball on the other side of the court.
Smart play to let it go all the way back before grabbing it.
Just letting the defense marinate. Dribbles up the paint, good pass to Ridley. Ridley saves it.
Oh, Butterfingers.
Almost took the three-pointer, but slips out of his hand. Ridley with a good spin move. Gets pushed. Surprised there's no travel there.
Yeah, I don't know. That one could go either way.
Smiley looking for the play call from his coach.
Yeah, he's just going to slow it down a little bit. Make sure everything goes smoothly.
Finds Avery. Avery slowing it down too. Smiley with the three-pointer. It's up. Barely rims out. Good rebound from Stokes, though. And Smiley with a good
What can
layup.
they do? What can they do?
No,
they can't do anything.
Nothing.
14 points for Smiley already. And, I mean, Julian Stokes with a beautiful offensive rebound.
Yeah, for sure. Cox dishes it out to Carter.
Great
Back to
man
Cox.
defense.
Dribbling up the paint, and good layup from Cox.
Yeah, what a drive. Keeps him on his right shoulder, just enough to keep some distance and put that layup up. Fakes him out a little bit, too.
We haven't seen much offensive life from the Red Devils, but Cox
Avery.
has done it.
Another offensive board for Stokes, but passes it right away.
Turns it over. Good defense from Ridley to steal the ball. Saves it, and it's Valpo possession. Smiley with the ball. Good pass to Stokes. And Stokes with the layup. Just assisting,
I believe
making
his second,
shots.
yeah, I believe his second assist of the night, too. And he might be responsible for over 50 tonight.
He's doing everything out there. 18-point deficit from the Devils. Let's see if they can do anything they can to respond back.
Oh, good cut. Oh, right between his arms.
Over. What are you going to do, Smiley? Show us. And it's no good.
Wow.
I think he was looking for the defensive foul there. Stokes running back, trying to sneak up on Lowell. Good pass, and it's blocked by KJ.
Blocked by KJ, but the foul will be called. The ball's going to stay with Lowell as they get 2 free throws. Foul shots. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect to your father.
No worries, no worries.
I'm sure he'll understand. It's
he's still proud of
I've
you.
got to get used to it. I'm sorry. First free throws of the night, I believe, for Lowell. I might be incorrect, but they really... And that one's good.
Makes his first free throw.
Yeah, they really, really, really need to get this, or slow this Valpo team down if they want any chance of winning, because, I mean, going into the game, we were talking about how they need to stop Valpo from scoring at all, and so far they've just let them, like, get right to the rim.
Keenan Kalis sub in, and the second free throw is no good. Kimes with the rebound. It's out to the right shoulder. Three-pointer's no good. Rebounded by Cox. Dribbles up the paint. Oh, good fake there.
Yeah.
Kimes absolutely fell for it. Avery dribbling the ball up. Good pass, but just over the head of Keene.
Yeah, just a bit too high, and he might be 6'7", but he isn't 7'8", and just a little bit over.
He's not Wembanyama.
No, yeah, I mean, oh, man, don't get me started on Wembanyama, because we will have a debate.
Cox dribbles the ball up, decides not to pass it, looking for anyone to help him out. Hits it out to Summers.
Oh,
good steal
pick.
from Kimes. Will he dunk it? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. I was so excited.
Oh, my goodness. The coach is not going to be happy with that one. He's shaking his head.
He's not mad, though.
Dunk.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be mad either, because as long as he has the confidence to go up for that. And he almost makes it, though, but he's going to stay in the game, too, so coach ain't that mad. But, man, unfortunate loss of 2 possible points.
Veman back on the court with some nose plugs, showing some bounce back, if you will.
Yeah, I think he just got hit a little hard in the nose, by the way, and got a bloody nose. But
Cox loses his dribble. Veman gets it. Hits it out to Carter. Carter looking for some help. Hits it out to Grisovic. Grisovic with a travel call. That'll be a travel every time.
Yeah. I mean, he lifts up his pivot foot looking for the pass, and they're going to, like you said, they're going to call that every single time. And by the way, the rule with any blood at all is if there's blood on the jersey, you can't play. That's the rule. So he's got to make sure. He's got to make sure those tissues stay.
Take the jersey off.
You can't play without a jersey, Jack. Come on.
Avery out to Kimes. Kimes right back to Avery. Not taking the three-pointer, but some good ball movement, and it's an offensive foul on Caden Kroll.
Man. I mean, still doubling the Red Devils' points, and I want to go back to Jack Smiley a little bit. I know he's sitting on the bench and taking a bit of a break. Again, from carrying this team, he's got some back problems, but he just really has this Luka Doncic like aura around him. He just plays slow, he plays calm, lets the game come to him, and that's beautiful.
Yep. Cox. Veman gets the ball, looking for some help. Cox is all over the court. Three-pointer is up, and it's good. Cox having himself a game.
Bang, bang, bang. 3 points for the Red Devils.
Avery seeing if he can hold up the ball.
Good pass.
Three-pointers up by Kroll, and it's no good. Rebounded.
Ooh, yeah, that's a foul.
Foul is called.
That's a foul, bringing down his shoulder on. Even though he's taller, you can't just not give him free throws, but.
Oh, yeah. 2 foul shots for Keene.
And perfect from the line so far. No, missing 1 free throw earlier, I believe, is KJ Avery.
Yeah.
Regardless, great free throw shooting team.
First free throw bounces out, no good. Continues to be a 12-point game with 2.3 seconds left.
Good thinking, Jack. I was just about to mention the time. Can they bring it within 11? We'll see.
Second free throw.
Or what am I talking about?
No good.
Yes, good.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It is
I'm
good.
just confusing everybody.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm so
Full
sorry.
court pressing. Want to make sure they don't bring down this lead. 2-1.
Half-court shots up by Veman, and it almost hits a cheer. It almost hits our friend Lana.
It does hit Lana. Lana, you all right down there?
Lana catching strays. She's just a cameraman, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking, trying to take her out. I mean, she's not the enemies, but regardless, beautiful half of play for Valpo. And the Red Devils coming back a little bit. I mean, less points than they did score in the first quarter, but it's been a fun game to watch, and we're going to cut. Oh, excuse me, never mind. Regardless, after this halftime, or during this halftime, we're going to cut to Ethan. With that being said, we'll see you in just a little bit.
Hey you, on that couch there. Huh? Are you tired of watching some boring old shows such as The Office?
Yeah, obviously.
Well then do I have something for you. It's The Friday Show.
The Friday Show?
That's right. The Friday Show has tons of episodes and things for you to watch.
Like what?
Well, we got reviews, skits, holiday specials, and many more.
Holy moly!
And check out this honest review about the show.
Man, this is the best show I've ever seen since 2008. This show is just so good. I bought a whole box of popcorn just to watch the show.
That's actually pretty cool. Where can I find it? It's on YouTube right now. Just look up PC3 Media on YouTube and you'll find it right there.
It's that time of year again where you get to apply to vocationals. So I'm here to show you what we do. We are the radio broadcasting vocation, which means we do sports broadcasting. And there he goes! Skits on our Friday show.
Why so serious?
And my personal favorite, live production. If we grab your interest with all the awesome things we do here, then contact your guidance counselor to enroll. Or use the email on the screen to contact our class instructors.
Hello, all you beautiful people. I'm your color commentator, Jaden Woods, here with Jack Riley, your play-by-play commentator. We just watched the first half of this beautiful game with the Vikings versus the Red Devils, where the Vikings are up 31 and the Red Devils are at a lowly 18, which is an unfortunate presence from what we know they can do. But I mean, both 1 and 2, but they just have not proved that they've been able to like take on this team.
The Vikings just have seemed in control from that first whistle.
Right, yeah, absolutely. All right, Jack, we have a special visitor with us, isn't that right?
Yep, we have the gymnastics coach for here, the girls gymnastics coach here at Valpo, Coach Juergens. So how are you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for doing this interview with us. We really appreciate it. So you guys have recently won your 14th, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, state title. How did it feel to lift up that plaque for the 14th time in only your second year coaching?
Yeah, it's my second year as head coach, but I've been part of this program for a real long time. So it was awesome to have another one under our belt, and our 14th state championship is always exciting because a lot of times people think, oh, well, you guys have done this before, but one thing people don't remember or maybe sometimes think about is that these girls haven't necessarily done this before, and that specific team had not done that before. So it's for some of them a completely new experience, and for the seniors it wasn't, but for some of them they'd never been on a state championship team, and so it's new for them, and a lot of times people sometimes forget that. So it's like, oh, well, Valpo's done it again, not a big deal. Well, it is kind of a big deal.
For sure. Speaking of which, Coach Cooks, who was the coach for many years, creating a dynasty, you were her assistant next to her. How do you feel about taking the torch from her, and what advice did she give you to be the head coach?
She really didn't give me a lot of advice. She continues to advise me as we go. She's in the gym because we also have a club, and she'll see the girls that I'm training as high schoolers right now, and she'll, pull me off to the side maybe after a practice that she's seen and give me little suggestions here and there. As far as just general advice when I took over, we had coached together for so long that she was very aware of my philosophies and my processes and most of probably what I would be planning on doing with the team. So she didn't really give me sit me down and have a big conversation about advice with the team. And she, I think, also was respectful that she was ready to hand over the reins and let me do it.
Considering you guys have known each other and coached alongside each other for so long, you guys were already on the same wavelength for coaching, so it wasn't really like, here's my playbook,
Right. Part of why I took the job here at Valpo was Coach Cook was involved with my interview process, and I realized even in that first time on meeting her that our coaching philosophies were similar, and maybe not always exactly the same, but very similar. And so when you can coach with somebody else who sees things to you in a similar way, and I mean, we believe in working hard, and we believe in team, and so those things are very important to me as a coach, and they are also very important to her. So.
Speaking of team, are there any seniors that you've had that you are looking to be leaders this year for the younger people coming in?
Of course, always.
Yeah.
So I only have two seniors, Chloe Ackman and Allison Respond.
Yep.
And so those are my seniors this year, and they are doing a really good job of being in there and being ready to work hard. Gymnastics is not an easy sport.
For sure.
It's pretty intense practices, and it's four different events that you have to perfect. So
right there, Platypodus with a beautiful shot off an amazing feed by Amones. Not too much has happened in the short break that we've taken, but Vikings still up by the same amount as the Red Devils have also only scored 1 point. or 2 points, excuse me.
Going back to what you're saying, you have these two girls that have been, correct me if I'm wrong, but have been with you since freshman year. You've seen them grow up. Will it be sad to see them go after this year after knowing them?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I don't like to think about that.
Yeah.
I don't think about the end of the season. They're great. They're great girls, and they're very, very nice people besides the fact that they work hard in the gym and they're good leaders for us. So we will, of course, miss them dearly.
Going over to your opponent's side, is there any team you have, any school that you have your calendars marked for maybe will be some tough opponents this year?
So this area is very tough. We oftentimes have, of the top 10 teams in the state, we could have anywhere from 5 to 8 teams from this area. So I expect a lot of teams to be pretty strong this year. Our first opponents on January 4th will be Crown Point, and I expect them to be a strong team.
Always tough.
Chesterton could be strong, Lake Central will be strong, and we also have Portage, Maryville. I mean, all the teams that are in our area have programs with kids who are willing to work out a season, and that allows them to be pretty strong gymnasts. So,
nice.
There will be a lot of tough competition for us.
Going back to the younger kids, do you have any freshmen you're excited to develop and bring up that you've noticed have shown some potential?
So this year I just have 2 freshmen. I probably have a pretty big class of freshmen coming up next year, but we've just got 2, Emma Creekmore and Co Krishke. So those 2 have come up through club and have worked hard, and they have some awesome skills that they're ready to try to show at the high school level. The club program, the scoring is different, and so they've been working really hard at getting set, ready to do high school.
From what I've heard, they're in good hands with these seniors you've been talking about and these older kids who can be leaders and mentors to them. But I wish you the best of luck for the rest of your season. Thank you so much for interviewing us.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's no problem at all. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Have a good evening, yes, and good luck.
You evening too.
All right, still not too much has happened in the little bit of time that took a small break, but currently a timeout, and I really the score
33-23.
Yeah, I was just
Vikings.
about to mention Red Devils. Veman finally hitting a 3 for the first time, I believe, in the entirety of the game.
Thank you so much.
To finally bring this lead within 10 for the first time in so long, and I mean, do you think they make a comeback?
I don't know. I mean, I bet in that timeout, I can't read lips very well, but I bet their coach is just telling them, don't take your foot off the gas pedal. Keep pressuring them. Keep going hard on offense. Keep putting off good shots. So,
yeah. I mean, good breakdown. I want to hear from Ethan, though. What do you got for us?
Yeah, I mean, Jack's pretty much said it himself. I mean, Lowell's taking much better shot selections, and all of them, most of them have been going down, so we need to see more of this. We're still down by 10, though, but still a long way to go in this game. Jaden?
Thanks, Ethan. Love you, buddy. Veman. Veman bringing the ball up, though.
Veman going up with the ball, looking for some help. Dishes it out to back to Veman. Excuse me. Veman dribbling up the paint, looks for a layup, and it's good. It is a single-digit game now. Let's see if the Vikings can get a commanding lead back up.
Powerful layup to bring them within single digits for the first time in almost 15 minutes.
Smiley over to Avery. Avery to Stokes. Kimes looking for some help. With the three-pointer from Smiley, no good. And it's rebounded by the Red Devils.
So close, though, Veman. He really has been putting this team on his back currently. 5 points out of the only 5 points, or 8 points that they've scored.
It's a good poke away from Platypodis.
Still playing good defense, Valpo, not letting up anything.
Grasovich looking for some help. Good defense there by Platypodis, pressuring him. Crossover move. Out to Graham, and it's turned over. A bit of miscommunication there from the Red Devils. Good defense from the Vikings.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the thing I like seeing the least is when they're just hesitating. And, I mean, they hesitate for the pass because they think they're going to cut, and then right when they pass the ball, they actually do cut, and the ball just goes right out of bounds.
Yep. Smiley dribbling it up, calling out the plays. Hits it over to Stokes. Stokes with the good fake. Dribbles up, got nowhere to go. Avery with the ball. Good pass to Kimes, and it's a layup, and it's good.
Good pass, understatement of the season. Beautiful pass, threading the needle, and a great shot, too.
Veman dribbling it up, pointing out some plays for his teammates. Teammates are kind of just watching him dribble the ball down. Doesn't seem to have some method to their madness.
Oh.
Carey with the ball, three-pointers up, no good. Veman rebound, mid-range shots, no good again. Carey rebounds the ball.
2
out to
offensive boards in a
Grisovic.
row.
Grisovic dumps it over to Veman. Veman looking for any sort of help. Good defense there by Ridley. Veman down the paint, and a layup is good.
7 in the quarter already, and they cannot contain him. 10 in the game.
Back to an 8-point game.
That halftime speech must have been crazy, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Down by 8 only.
Good crossover by Kimes, but a travel is called. Tough
Oh, wow.
call.
I thought a foul was called, and honestly, I was kind of upset for the Red Devils because they finally messed something up, but apparently not.
Graham inbounds the ball.
Yeah, timeout.
Full timeout.
They had to, player keeps having to tie his shoe. I believe it's Veman, but 8 points in the quarter. I mean, just playing beautiful basketball, playing wonderful basketball. Actually, 35-27 now with only a minute 45 left in the third quarter. I mean, they're mounting a comeback. I said it might be possible in there. Man, both these teams have really just been making me eat my words lately. But
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like they hear you, and they're like, let's do what Jaden didn't say, you know?
Let's do, well, I mean, I mentioned it last time. They're like the things from the Cat in Manhattan.
Yep.
Seems to be a trend over here in Duneland, or not Duneland, in Northwest Indiana, but I'm still, you know what? I'm having fun.
So am I.
Good game, yeah.
I
wish, you know what, I wish we were doing two today as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
unfortunately we're not.
So do I. Coach of Valpo seems animated. What do you think's coming from his mouth right now?
I mean, everyone's just so excited to see him as the head coach now because from what I'm aware of, he's been the assistant coach for so long, and finally Kuhlman backing down, and like you said, all good things must come to an end, but finally gets that chance to be the starting coach, and good for him.
Yep.
I'm sure he is. You got anything else to say? I'm sure he's ecstatic to be here tonight as well. I mean, of course, it's not their first game of the season, but I'm sure he's still got those early season jitters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we got a big student section, and we got a cardboard cutout with his face, so obviously he's a crowd favorite.
I mean, where's my face?
Yeah.
Come on.
Where's Mr. Jennings' face?
True.
Grisovic dribbling the ball, put some good pressure from Stokes. Trying to find anyone out to Veman. Excuse me, not Veman. Veman with the three-pointer. No good. Good rebound by Stokes. Out to Smiley. Smiley dribbling up with some speed. Out to Kimes. Kimes with a good fake. Into the paint. Good pass to Bradley. Bradley shoots it. No good. Valpo continues the struggle from behind the arc.
Avery almost with a wonderful three to put them back up by double digits, but no luck.
And a good rebound by Grisovic. We haven't seen Cox on the floor. I wonder if he's injured or something's wrong.
I don't know, but he was a huge X factor for them earlier on. They probably need to get him on the court. Big crossover.
Ellenbaum turns it over to Smiley. Will he dunk it? And he dunks it! Smiley making his name known, as if it already wasn't.
Wow, he got up there and he hung on that rim.
Three-pointer for the Red Devils is up. No good. Rebound from Kimes.
Fighting for the board on the same team, though, but he's just trying to show he still has those hops. Avery with the three.
Bradley with the three-pointer. No good. Avery, no. Smiley gets double-teamed, and it's a foul on the floor.
That's good, though. I like that aggressive offense and defense.
Oh, yeah.
Not giving up anything. Man, the Devils, they were so close close to actually getting within like 5. But Jack Smiley just said, not in my house.
No. That dunk is a huge momentum shift, too.
He got up there.
He did. He did. He's
some
got
of these
hops.
players, they've got hidden hops.
Is it the
shoes? You wouldn't
shoes?
expect it by looking at it. It might be the shoes.
It may be.
The shoes, yeah. I don't know. Avery checking out for Mr. Colin Callith. Also trying to make an
Kimes with the three-pointer. No good. Can Valpo make a three-point shot? Can they?
I don't know. Not since the second half has started, I don't think.
Veman.
Almost. Oh, he's about to step. Good.
Good defense there from Smiley. Veman with the shot. No good. Rebounded by Platypodis.
He's trying to ride that hot hand, but he's just letting it go too far. Jack Smiley.
Smiley with the mid-range. Rims out.
Oof, unlucky bounce, and that's going to be a foul.
Foul is called
on number 12. That's going to be number 13, Zach Graham for the Red Devils. So ball's going to stay Valparaiso.
Smiley with the inbound. Let's see what play they have cooking up here. Hits it out. 3, 2, 1 from Kimes. And it's a buzzer beater. Beautiful play by Kimes.
Wow.
A good resurgence of offense there from the Vikings after the Red Devils had a bit of a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, trying to mount a comeback, and like you said, they just can't do it. Down by 12 now going into the fourth quarter. 8 minutes on the clock as we cut to a commercial break.
Hi, I'm Tina, and I own the Spice and Tea Exchange of Valparaiso in downtown. We've been here a little over 2 years, so we offer a variety of things. We have over 70 custom spice blends that make cooking easy for you. We have infused salts and sugars. We have a pepper wall. We have over 70 loose leaf teas, spice balls behind us. So we have everything to make your meals a little bit more flavorful. So I think we have a lot to offer with the variety that we have. You know, loose leaf tea primarily has a little bit more flavor than your tea bag that you might be used to. So we have a full line of accessories. We have candles, we've got your tea infusers, we have travel mugs, we have your matcha needs, we've got spice grinders, everything that you need to outfit your kitchen.
Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to the Viking Arena. 39-27, Vikings, Red Devils. Vikings in the lead, and Jack Smiley's been putting on a clinic. 16 points already, and not a single foul on the game. Alec Platypodis, who we did expect to see a little bit higher scoring numbers from, but only 2 points. And Jack, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel like Valpo needs to keep their foot on the gas for this last 8 minutes. Do anything they can to keep the Red Devils from clawing their way back in this game like we've seen earlier.
Yeah, and you like that word. You like that word clawing, don't you?
Yes, sir. It's a good word. Platypodis.
Oh, yeah.
Good, tough bucket.
Sky hook. That's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar coming out of him right there.
Alec Abdul-Jabbar. Grusovich. Out to Graham. Graham looking for some help. Back out to Grusovich.
Come on, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah, he can't do it all by himself. Vasco with the ball. Good defense there by Platypodis.
Oh,
and
man.
It's tipped out. Another turnover.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to say ball's going to be out on Lowell, but
Cox tried to save it.
Yeah, I was just about to say Cox finally coming in. I don't think they played him at all in the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe injury checkup?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, he seems to be walking just fine now, but we're actually seeing more of the starters out right now. I also realized I didn't see very much of, Amons earlier in that third quarter, but he's back now.
Adams dribbling the ball up, getting his play from his coach. Out to Kroll, to Smiley. Smiley dribble up, good pass. Amons with the layup. Beautiful pass there from Smiley.
And that's that beautiful ball movement that we all want to see. And there's going to be a timeout.
Timeout called by Lowell. After a play like that, I mean,
yeah.
I would call a timeout too.
I mean, they went from being down 8 to now being down 16, doubling their deficit in just a couple minutes. And man, that's disappointing. But man, I think we're going to bring it over to our good friend Ethan. Ethan, what do you think about what's going on, and what do you think about what needs to happen?
Yeah, I mean, Lowell's just trying to claw their way back into this game, but it seems like every time Jack Smiley and co. comes in clutch, and it's not just him, of course. This has been a team effort game all evening long, but with how consistent once they go on those runs, Lowell needs to be careful with that, because if not, this game could be far away from their hands before we know it.
You're absolutely right. Thanks, Ethan.
No problem.
Have a wonderful night. We'll come back to you one more time later.
Alrighty.
Always a pleasure from Ethan. I love that guy.
Yeah. Love that guy, yeah. That's the catchphrase when we're talking about Ethan. Love that guy.
Maybe my favorite guy from PM.
He might. Yeah,
may be.
True, actually. I mean, Billingsley's making a case for herself, but just kidding. I swear.
Cox dribbling up with some good pressure there from Smiley. Cox hits it out to Grusovich.
Man.
And a foul is called on Adams, I believe, on the floor.
Really quickly. And
much to the dismay of the student section, I don't think they would like any call called on the Vikings, even if it was a correct one. Cox hits it out. Ooh, I don't know about that. I think that hit off Cox's hands.
Well, regardless, yeah. I guess we'll never know. Ball's going to stay low.
Veman with the inbound.
Good defense by Valpo.
Yeah. Cox being pressured. Cox dribbling up the court with some good defense there from Smiley.
Good
Out
self-control.
to Graham. Good pass.
Oh, come on.
Not a good pass. Excuse me. Far from a good pass.
Yeah, I mean, he just completely forgot that his teammate was running away, and that's disappointing for Lowell.
He looked angry passing that ball.
Yeah, he looked like the ball might be on fire, and for a Devil, I mean, why would you get rid of the ball if it's on fire? That's when you love it.
Smiley dribbling up the court, maybe trying to slow it down a little bit. I think that's a good thing. Take up some time and get a good play off. Out to Platypodis, and a travel is called. I didn't see much.
Yeah,
Did you, Jaden?
No, I don't think he lifted his pivot foot before dribbling, but student section getting a little riled up as Gryskovich gets ready to pass that ball in. And yeah, I'm not sure I saw that travel, but
yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Cox dribbling up with some pressure. Out to Ellenbaum. Ellenbaum getting defended by Platypodis. Never an easy person to be defended by.
You can't do much against a 6'8" guy in high school.
Grzyskowski.
Yeah,
that's
a
good
travel.
layup and one.
All right, maybe.
And one call. I don't know.
I thought he picked up the ball, took a step, picked up the ball, took two, and then put the ball up. Maybe. I guess it depends on the ref. Depends on where you're playing, but I personally would have called that travel. I'm not the ref, though.
Yeah.
Still, and one's huge for them right now. That puts them within 14, and with the ability to put them within 13. Julian Stokes checking in for Jaden Adams.
Grysovich with the 2 free throws.
I mean,
And
we
it's
mentioned
good
earlier
with the
Jack
1 free
Smiley. Jack Smiley's been averaging 29 and 6, and that's an insane stat line to be averaging in high school. I mean, in general, to be honest, I mean those are Tyrese Halliburton numbers almost, but just gotta pump those assists up. But still, shout out to Ethan and the Pacers.
Stokes inbounds at the Smiley. Smiley with some nifty moves, getting double teamed, but able to escape it.
Oh my goodness!
Platypodis from Stokes, just a play that seemed to be spoiled, turns into 2 points for the Vikings.
The big man with the vision.
It's back up to a 15-point game. Ellenbaum with the ball. Hits it out to Summers. Grysovich thinking about the three-pointer, doesn't take it. Summers back with the ball.
Ooh, almost a travel there.
Yeah. Veman looking for anything. Good defense from Kimes.
Wow, great defense.
And a foul call.
Yeah, there will be a foul though. Just his arm was over his shoulder as he was trying to drive, so that's pretty much going to be a foul every time.
Yeah.
Caden Kimes, or not Caden Kimes, excuse me.
Trent Kimes.
Trent Kimes, yes, Trenton Kimes. I mean, I think we can safely say the game is over, but you never know. I mean, we might have a T-Max situation here.
Yeah.
With Veman.
Good
maybe.
fake by Veman and no charge. Interesting call, and he misses 2 layups. Guess it didn't matter anyway. Jaden is shaking his head in absolute disdain there.
I think we can call it at this point, but
yeah, that looked like a.
I mean, the first layup maybe. Layup maybe. I'll give you that one. That's a gimme, but that second one you can't miss that on a defender. That's literally on the ground. There's nobody in front of you, and just hits it off the backboard a little too high.
Caden Kroll with the ball. Hesitates. Hits it out to Kimes, who hits it out to Smiley. Smiley with some nifty dribbling there. Back out to Kroll. Kroll decides to hezzy. Out to Kimes, thinks about the three-pointer, doesn't take it, goes in the mid-range shot. No good. Good rebound there from Platypodis, using his height to his advantage.
Giannis.
Oh.
He's saying he's the next Giannis, man.
He's Kareem and Giannis mixed up.
He's literally got the rim on his arm.
Yes, sir. Three-point shot is up, no good, rims out. Rebound by Veman, out to Cox. Three-point shot, no good again. Rebounded by Cox again.
Oh, blocked.
Valpo's like, here, just have the ball, Cox.
Yeah.
Make it until you can make it, you know?
2 for $1, as they say. Trenton Kimes picking up the foul on Cox. He will take, I believe, his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. Foul shots.
Just a little bit under 5 minutes here. The Vikings are up against the Lowell Red Devils at 47-30. 2 free throws here for Cox, and first one's good.
And it looks like the game is going to end exactly how it started. Some of the backups checking in. We want to avoid a Derrick Rose situation, if you know what I'm saying.
Ridley and Keene, I believe, are checking in.
Yes, that's correct for Platypodis and Amons. Interesting last name.
Yeah.
Very tall guy. Really unique, honestly.
Yeah.
Second one is good, too, to get them their first 2 points in over 3.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. Timeout, Lowell.
They seem to be optimistic. I mean, good for them, but...
Yeah. I mean, down 15 again, though, so...
Yeah.
Obviously, It's not working out too well for them, but I don't even know. I don't know what other advice to give them.
No, I mean, I wish I had like a headset to talk to them because we have some good advice, I think, and they seem to follow none of it.
So what you're saying is we should be the coaches.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right. Ethan, I mean, we don't have any advice, but do you have anything to say to these players at this point?
I mean, first things first, they got to force turnovers. They got to apply the pressure to everybody. Jack Smiley, Platypodus, you name them. Second of all, they got to make all their buckets at this point. I mean, down by 15. Unfortunate for them, there's not a shot clock in high school basketball, But, I think it's pretty self-explanatory what we're seeing here. 15-point lead with 4:39 here left.
Thank you, Ethan. Unfortunate.
As Ethan was speaking, I don't know if that meant to happen or that was an accident. Bella Slater.
I definitely don't think that was supposed to happen.
She was on top of a cheerleader's shoulders, and he started running, and she face-planted face first onto the wooden floor. I can't see her right now.
Thankfully, both okay. I can see them. They're all right. Still.
She may be the tiniest cheerleader in the bunch, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little difficult to spot her, but.
Yeah. I mean.
Trenton Kimes.
Out to Ridley. Ridley holds up, passes it back out to Kimes.
He's got the big man stance.
Yeah. Back to Kimes. Kimes looking for Smiley.
Oh,
he takes the long. Oh, no good. Rims out. But good rebound. No good. Still does everything but gets a shot from Keene. Good rebound.
Oh.
We have bodies on the floor. Fast break. Will Smiley dunk it? Oh. No, he won't, but it's a good layup from Smiley.
Bucket is good, and I'll tell you what, Isaiah Keene, he kind of gives me Marc Gasol vibes. He's got that longer, skinnier frame, but he's still got some weight in that torso area, so nobody can bully him.
Grisovic dribbling up the post. Good spin move, but turns it over to Keene. Keene hits it out to Smiley. Smiley 2-on-1. Gets blocked, however, by Veman. Wow. Veman dribbles it up. Good pass, and it's blocked. I don't know if it was blocked or he just missed it. Yeah.
Still.
Really dribbles it up. Trying to slow down the play a little bit. I respect it.
Yeah. Nice shifty moves to make sure the defender doesn't sneak up behind him. Ooh, blocking foul.
Cox seems to be getting a little bit angry and just two-hand shoving Smiley, it seems, because Smiley's put 18 on them.
Yeah. I mean, and this is an off game.
Yeah.
Averages almost 30 points a game in high school and 10 less than that tonight. And truly, it's not a very high-scoring game that we're seeing tonight for either team, but mostly for Valpo. I mean, usually, I'm pretty sure they average around 50, I believe it's 58 a game, roughly, but generally low-scoring game for them, but barely any fouls. We saw so little fouls this game on either side. I mean, a couple blocking fouls, of course, but very little free throws overall, which was very different from what we saw last week with the girls and the boys game, where we were just stopping the game every probably 5 seconds.
Yeah, for sure.
Jack Smiley is, a little bit of confusion by the players. People thought they were going to take free throws. No free throws are going to be given out.
Michael Ridley will be inbounding the ball, looking for his man Smiley.
Of course,
Smiley
they're always looking for.
Pressured by Cox. Being double teamed right now. So that means someone's open out to Stokes. Back out to Kimes. Smiley with the shot at the top of the key. No good. Stokes runs after the ball and isn't able to get the rebound.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't chance it diving into those cheerleaders either because they're right there.
After we've seen the injury before, too.
It's not going to feel good for anybody in that case scenario.
Smiley shaking his head. He knew he should have made that one. It was a good-looking shot from the top of the key, but
I was getting ready to say my catchphrase.
You've already done great things, man. Keep your chin up.
You can take a rest.
Ellenbaum. Good pass out there to Veman. Veman.
Oh, goes
three-pointers up. No good. Rebounded.
What was that?
Keene comes up.
Oh, man.
Layup is rimmed out by Ridley. He's disappointed himself by that one.
Getting right back on defense, though.
Veman dribbling the ball up. Looks for someone out there. Three-point shot is up by Carter. No good. Veman gets the ball, and what?
Yeah, two players are going to...
is against Lowell.
Yeah, two players are going to get tied up there in the air. Julian Stokes and a Lowell Red Devil, who I'm unable to confirm, but two players subbing in for Valparaiso as we get to see. Oh, that's adorable. They've got they're cleaning the courts off right now.
Oh, that's so cute.
Have you seen? Never mind. It's probably a bad idea.
No worries. Keene and Ridley take a rest. Smiley dribbling the ball up the court with Avery at his side.
Playing a little bit of hot potato, like
Yeah.
we mentioned earlier.
Avery with the ball back out to Smiley. Smiley seems confused he got the ball back. Smiley gets the ball again, dribbles it up the paint. Good pass out to Stokes, back to Avery. Three-pointer's good. Beautiful ball movement there by the Vikings. It is a 20-point game. And it is Valpo's ball. A absolute blunder there from the Red Devils.
Yeah, steps out of bounds before the ball leaves his hand. KJ Avery getting his 5th point of the game on that play from a beautiful 3.
Platypodis
fighting
with
for
a good
it.
pass, and it's saved. It is not saved. Bradley gets the rebound. Avery, excuse me. Sorry. Kimes dribbles up the paint. Good layup.
Ooh.
Gets his own rebound and one.
The putback and one.
Kimes is having himself a game.
Oh, yeah. He's been playing good, too. I mean, this might be his 9th point of the night, but he's been an aggressor on defense, picking up 3 fouls over the game, which I believe is more than anybody else. And maybe it's the name. I don't know what it is, but.
And one is good. That is a 3-point play for Kimes. He is up to 9 points. And it seems to be the bench warmers are going in the game.
The bench warmers.
Turn up. Will Smiley dunk it? And he dunks it. Get up there. Raise the roof, kid. My goodness.
Trying to touch the ceiling out here, and he might just get there.
It is now a 25-point game. 3-pointer up by Cox. Rims out. Rebound by Platypodis. It's out to Smiley.
Ooh.
Good save there by
My
Smiley.
goodness.
Kimes hits it out to Avery. Avery with a good fake.
Oh, almost lost
Back
the ball
out to
there.
Smiley.
Oh, he wants it back.
Avery, 3-pointer. No good.
Seems to be
good rebound by Platypodis.
Yeah, jump ball. Oh, actually not sure what the call is.
All of the players seem to be putting their impact on this game. We don't really see anyone who's...
down 25. They're all fighting like their whole soul is on the game right here. And again, 25-point deficit for the Red Devils, and honestly not what I expected to see.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're, generally speaking, I would say Valpo, currently at least, has a better football team. Well, football. Oh man.
Platypodis misses everything, but...
Yeah. Well, now I lost my appetite.
Keep your head in the game, Alec. Keep your head in the game, my friend. You know who else was bad at free throws? Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, yeah. And he's a demon. And
Who's
so
one
is
of the
Giannis.
best big man of all time? Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah. Giannis is up there too, though.
Yep.
Wait, did you just say the greatest big man of all time?
Maybe.
That's controversial.
That's bold. Platypodis makes his 2nd one for his 8th point of the game, I believe. Keene subs back in.
David Robinson as well. He's pretty up there in terms of centers. What about Tim Duncan? Huh?
I don't know. Fundamental.
Mr. Fundamental.
I'm being
About
interrogated
LaMarcus
here, guys.
Huh?
I'm being interrogated
Mostly
here by
Spurs
my
players
friend.
that I'm naming.
Yeah.
About Chris Bosh.
Cox dribbling up the ball. Avery's still putting some pressure on him.
What about Naz Reid, actually?
That's a good
he
player
might be
too.
the GOAT. Still
Vasco.
just looking for something. They got to get
looking
something.
for anything. Out to Veman. Veman with the 3-pointer. No good.
He's gonna
rebounded.
He's going to look real bad on the scouting report. I mean,
rebounded by Caliph.
Avery.
He
wants it bad.
Caliph. Take the 3-pointer, my friend.
We just want to see something.
Yeah.
Oh,
man. Just giant scramble, and he ends back up with the ball. But Cox is on a fast break opportunity.
Avery one-on-one.
Vasco right on his side, and a foul is called.
That's where you need to be able to completely control your body at that point. He gets up in the air, and unfortunately, he just can't slow himself down enough to make sure that ball doesn't go flying back off the backboard like it did.
For sure.
Brandon Cox taking some of the multitude of free throws that he's taken. Seems like we're watching James Harden out here.
Oh, yeah. Joel Embiid?
Yeah, not a single player on the Red Devils put up more than 10. Veman, the only one breaking that 10-point threshold.
Yep.
Disappointing game overall for them, but
yeah,
I was hoping to see a little bit more of a show. I'm sure we all were, but sometimes you just can't always get what you want.
The Vikings made sure that didn't happen. Cox makes both free throws. And let's see if the Vikings can hold it. Travel by Avery. Good defense there from Cox.
And you know what? Avery's got a great jump shot, but unfortunately, it's just not been falling from tonight. It seems like his favorite spot is that corner shot.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you just have an off night, even if your whole team's playing amazing, and we see that all the time in the NBA specifically, but he's just had an off night, unfortunately.
Veman dribbling up the ball, being defended by Keene. Veman gets it back, hits it out to Cox. Cox dribbling up, looking for someone to...
Oof, yeah.
Yeah, and a foul is called.
They're pretty much always going to call a foul late in these games because everyone's physical, everyone's annoyed, everyone just wants to go home, and unfortunately, that's exactly how you avoid going home.
Yeah, just keeps you there.
And you know what? I will still say it's been a good game, and the Red Devils put up a good fight for their conference, I would say.
Oh yeah, even though it wasn't very competitive for the Vikings, we saw some good stuff out of players. Smiley showing off that he may be a DAC player to watch, maybe a regional player to watch for this year.
I would say he's absolutely a regional player, maybe a statewide player to watch. Quick turnover.
Turnover from Keene, definitely not what you want to happen. Veman with the three-pointer, it is good, but the student section is saying, nah, hey, goodbye. Making it known to the Lowell that they're going to have a bad ride back. Avery decides to hold the ball, and that is your final. Valparaiso Vikings 58, Red Devils 39.
And I think we got to talk about player of the game at this point, which we probably should have mentioned earlier, but we'll talk about it now. Who do you think it was?
Maybe the guy that was all over the court, made every shot, it seemed. It's got to be Smiley. It has to be Smiley.
I mean, it could be Smiley. There were also some gems on defense for Valpo, though. Dear God, it is loud in this building right now.
We saw Adams, Amons, and we saw some good defense from Keene, too.
Keene played really good. A lot of fouls, but overall he was playing aggressive defense, and that pretty much worked out for them. I mean, winning by 19 points, huge blowout for the Valpo. Ethan, you want to give us your player of the game tonight?
I mean, who else? Jack Smiley, obviously, but I feel like this was a total team effort from the Valparaiso Vikings. I mean, they were up and down the court, and you couldn't stop them, especially in that fourth quarter. Right after that little run, and then Lowell called a timeout, and then after that, it was pretty much over because Valpo went on these crazy other runs, defensive stops, and you really couldn't stop the Vikings afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, they were just a force to play with. And, I mean, in the second quarter, the Lowell Red Devils almost came back. Speaking of, how do we go this whole time without mentioning that Jennings used to teach at Lowell?
Oh, yeah, he did. He's a Lowell alumni.
He's a Lowell alumni, I suppose, but
he unfortunately may be disappointed with their effort from tonight, but
yeah. I'll have a chat with him later.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at PC3 Sports.
Pleasure to work with you.
Yeah, it was definitely a pleasure to work with you and Ethan. Ethan, anything you want to say first?
I mean, first off, this was an amazing game. I'm really glad I'm here once again.